Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to make our splines. And so here's what I'm doing is I'm basically running just a test first. I want to have it less than 3/4 inch. You can measure all day, but the reality is when you really put it on the saw, make a cut and see how it comes out. Okay, so that's going to end up being just at a perfect 3/4, and that's not what I want, because I want to have a little space in there for glue. And so I'm just going to move the fence over here. We'll run one more test. And that's what I'm looking for. It's going to be slightly less than 3/4. This is just standard 1/4 inch MDF, which is actually a perfect MDF 1/4 inch. But we're going to use this, the stuff that I cut off of here, we're going to use it for dry fitting only. We're not going to use it for the final. I might use it in those upper splines where there's just a smaller spline, because there's all kinds of space up there. But basically I'm just going to make a bunch of them right now. Just zoom, zoom, zoom. Very safe way to do it with a bandsaw. Okay, now we got a bunch of them, and we're just gonna, again, for dry fit, we want them to be the 1/4 inch thickness, but they don't need to be to length. So I'm just gonna cut some up in different. So again, they're definitely tight, right? And this is MDF plus, you know, it was in the other room, and I think it actually absorbed some moisture, and it just felt thicker than it should be. So, but I'm okay with that. In fact, some of these are not even going to be able to get in. Look at that. That is pretty tight. It's going to be tough to get them out. We'll need a pliers to get them out probably, but I want to put those in. Okay, so we've got these MDF splines, and they're basically a true 1/4, but they're even a little bit fat. I think they've absorbed some humidity, moisture. So what I'm going to do is I still have my planer set to a 1/4, but you can play with that 1/4. You can, if you have a light 1/4, if you turn that handle really, really tight on it, it'll be a skinny 1/4. If you loosen up, back it off just a hair, where you're still kind of there, you'll have a fat 1/4. So what I'm going to do on this is I want these to be just slightly under a 1/4 inch. I really crank it down. Let's go try them out in the splines, or excuse me, in the dados. Let's just see if they're. Yeah, see, that's just right, you know. They fit in there. They're going to be great. There's plenty of room for glue, all that kind of stuff. So now I'm just going to snip. You know, I only need them about 2 inches long, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches. So let's go ahead and we'll do that. Notice if you leave the blade down till it comes to a complete stop, when you lift that blade up, they'll just be sitting there instead of flying all over the place, and you never know where they're going to end up whenever you're cutting something small like that. Again, it all has to do with those teeth coming up and grabbing the piece. Okay, so hopefully that's enough. We'll try them out.